So Sphinx. Sphinx is an excellent figure. This is the alternative version, 1A. The lighter blue is, I think, the only difference, as far as I know. He does come with an alternate head. But anyway, I just want to show you about the legs because if you notice here, I've transformed the legs in two different ways. This panel here is outside of this part, and that's actually the way the instructions show you. So I've seen in other reviews this is outside. However, you can tuck that piece underneath this panel, and I think that looks better. And in fact, I think the instructions are wrong, because if you look in here, you see how this panel comes down and sits flush here, and there's a little there's a little bump there, and I think that's where this is supposed to sit. So you see, like, this tab sits outside, whereas over here all the paint and the lines line up nicely, and this armature here, I don't know what to call it, but it's better hidden if you do it this way. So just to show how that works, this part normally would be swung up here. So the way the instructions tell you is just to do this and then put this on top, right? However, like I said, it just put this down at first all the way, and it sits there. Just push it all the way down, and then this can come down right on top, and it fits in just the same. And this will lock in the same way in the back. So everything's the same. I think that's plugged in. Yeah. Oh, maybe I didn't get it quite. Let me check. Yeah, that's fine. So the other one's locked in there too. So, yeah, I think that looks better. So again, just to compare that, if this were out, I think that doesn't look as finished. This works just as well. I've had the legs actually like this in the two different ways for well, just the day that I've had it, and it doesn't hinder articulation at all. So I would say just tuck that underneath. That's a better transformation. Pro tip. Now, just as a little added bonus for watching this video, since it wasn't much really, let's talk about these sponsorship logos here. If you're like me, which is a bit crazy, and these sort of things will drive you nuts, not knowing what these are references to or how to pronounce them. So, you can tell they're French. So what I did is I asked an actual francophone, well, a French-Canadian person, that's as close as I could get, I think that counts though, how to pronounce these things and what they are. So, this is Liger. To avoid copyright, you can see they've changed things, right? Like goo ear is, of course, Goodyear. It's different here, goo year. Here it's goo ear. Anyway, Goodyear, of course. Right? So this should have an I, Liger. So Liger is how that one is pronounced, although it should be spelled like this. And that is just the name of the racing team. Specifically, that's named after Guy Liger, who may have been the driver of this car. He was on a racing team in 77 and 76, and his racing, he went on to found Ligier Motors, so they make cars, and that's what that's from, Ligier. And this one here should be a G, so it would be spelled this way, and of course they just changed that a little bit, and that is Citanes. That's how you say that, Citanes. And they are a cigarette brand, so that's obviously their major sponsor. So in case that ever bothered you like it did me, it's Ligier Citanes. And yeah, I was able to find a French-speaking person at work, because we have several of them to do translations and whatnot. And despite what some people think, Canada is not entirely bilingual. I mean, officially it is, but only the province of Quebec is predominantly French-speaking, and because they had their way with some laws, all the packaging and everything must be bilingual, even though the rest of the country does not speak French. Especially out here in BC, we have very few French-speaking people. They tend not to stray far from Quebec because nobody speaks French outside of Quebec. But somehow people seem to get the impression that everyone in Canada speaks French. That may be an American misconception, I'm not sure. But anyway, so maybe that is useful information, maybe not. I hope you got a little bit out of that. This is just a little sticker I applied on here to cover up the other, it should say ELF, which I think is a fuel company, but it said L. And this picture here is the Citanes logo. And what that is supposed to be is a gypsy woman holding a tambourine over her head and dancing. So if you look at the Citanes cigarettes, that's the picture you'll see on the box. And number 26 would be Guy Liger's Formula 1 car number. And of course Goodyear is the tire maker. I think everyone knows that. The more you know. If that was helpful, click the like button, click subscribe, send me a can of Coke, or you know, just watch another video. There's other fixes if you look on my channel. I'll show you how to fix RC and a whole bunch of other stuff. Next up, I'll be showing off my boost. Picking up Sphinx the day before boost did not work to Boost's favor. Thanks for watching.